Hi everyone, it's Sandy, and today I'm doing the Ultimate Hunger Games tag in honor of the last Hunger Games movie that has hit theaters this weekend. The Hunger Games trilogy has been such a major part of my reading life. I'm so thankful that my 8th grade teacher decided to use the Hunger Games as an assigned reading. At first, I was not happy about it because I hate reading books for school, but after reading it I just got hooked and I read the last 2 books really quickly. I love the trilogy so much. It's one of the very first YA dystopian books that I've read, and I'm so sad that the movies are over. I saw Mockingjay Part 2 yesterday. I thought it was fantastic. I definitely shed a lot of tears during that movie, and I'm very happy that the movies were very faithful to the book. This tag was created by Jade from Rather Be Jaded, and I was also tagged by her, so that was really cool. I'm gonna jump right in because there are a lot of questions in this tag. The first question is to rank the books from favorite to least favorite. My favorite is Catching Fire, hands down, and then I like The Hunger Games, and then I like Mockingjay. The second question is to rank the movies from favorite to least favorite. So my favorite movie is also Catching Fire, then I like Mockingjay Part 2, and then Mockingjay Part 1 and Hunger Games are pretty much tied, but I think I like Hunger Games better because it is like the first book in the series and there's lots of action in it, and Mockingjay Part 1 was kind of the build-up for Mockingjay Part 2. Number 3 is what is your favorite quote, and this is a pretty well-known quote from the Hunger Games trilogy, and that is, "May the odds be ever in your favor." Number 4 is who's your favorite character, and obviously Katniss is my favorite character. Katniss is one of my favorite protagonists. I love that she's really strong, independent, and brave, and also smart. Number 5 is who's your favorite tribute, and that is excluding Katniss and Peeta. And my answer for this question is Joanna and Finnick. Those are my 2 favorite tributes. I really love both characters. Number 6 is what is your favorite scenes from the books. I have so many favorite scenes from the books, but one scene that I just always kind of remember is the force field scene in Catching Fire when Peeta hit the force field and then Katniss just pretty much freaked out. And then later on in that book, Finnick tells Katniss that is when he knew that Katniss really loved Peeta. Number 7 is what is your favorite scene from the movies? And one scene that I just loved in the movies was in Mockingjay Part 1 when Katniss gave that speech saying, "Fire is catching, and if we burn, you burn with us." And the way Jennifer Lawrence delivered those lines was just perfection. That was amazing, and I love Jennifer Lawrence. Number 8 is which district do you think you'd be in? I honestly have no idea, but aside from like District 1 and District 2, I think District 3, which is technology, I think I would fit in well with that district because, you know, technology, it's a major part of our world today. Number 9 is which district would you least like to live in? And I think I'm going to pick District 9, which is Grain, because that's like, I don't know, that's just not something I'm into or find interesting. Number 10, is there anyone you would volunteer for if they were raped? No. I'm sorry if this sounds selfish of me, but honestly, no. Yeah. I love my family, I love my friends, but I don't think I'm that selfless and brave enough to volunteer for someone to be in the Hunger Games and like risk my life and just die in a horrible way like that. So, sorry. Number 11 is what is the skill that you would show to the game makers? And honestly, I don't think I have a skill, so I would probably get a 0 because I have no idea what to show. I suck at art. I most likely suck at any weapon type skill, and I don't have anything else that I can think of to show to the game makers. Number 12 is what would be your strategy in the game? I'd probably try to camouflage myself and just hide it out. I'm too scared for confrontation and like face-to-face battle. I'm like a scaredy cat, okay? I'm scared of getting hurt. And in the Hunger Games, I could die, so I don't want to die. Number 14 is if you had to pick an ally for the games, who would it be and why? I would pick Katniss because her bow and arrow skills are really great. I would just hide behind Katniss and let her do all the work. Number 15 is what is the one thing in the movies that you wish they hadn't left out? I have 2 answers for this. The first one is I wish they showed Haymitch's games in Catching Fire. And a second thing is I wish they didn't leave out Madge. I know Madge isn't that important of a character. In the books, she is the one who gives Katniss the Mockingjay pin, and then you see more of her a little bit later on in the trilogy, and I would just really like to see her and Katniss together. Number 16, is there anything in the movies that looked better than how you imagined it? The fog scene in the Catching Fire movie. Also the sewer scene in Mockingjay Part 2. Those two scenes were so intense. I was on the edge of my seats because I was so scared. Even though I knew what was coming, I was so scared. Also, the hanging tree scene that was in Mockingjay Part 1 movie. That scene was amazing. You actually get to see the rebellion that's happening in the other districts. In the books, you're in Katniss's head, so you don't really get to see much of what's actually happening in the other districts. The music playing and everyone just rushing towards the dam, that was just way better than I imagined. Ah! Oh my gosh, that was scary. I just backed up onto my bookshelf and okay. Number 17 is what is your favorite shot in the movies? And one of my favorite shots is in Catching Fire when Katniss is shooting the arrow up into the force field and everything just kind of explodes. Number 18, is there anything you'd change or want to add to the books? And this is like my only answer. I think the books are amazing, but the only thing I want to change is Finnick's death. I am not over Finnick's death. It was so sad. I cried even more for Finnick's death than Prim's death. I don't know. I know that Suzanne Collins said that the one character she regretted killing in the whole trilogy is Finnick. I started tearing up the second they went underground in the movies because I knew what was coming, but I was also secretly hoping that it didn't happen, that there would be an alternative ending with Finnick, but it happened and I was just a mess. I was just crying for like a good 10 minutes. Number 19, a casting for the movie that you immediately thought was perfect. And this one is Sam Claflin, aka Mr. Finnick Odair. I thought he was perfect casting and he definitely portrayed Finnick really well in the movies. And I need to stop talking about Finnick because it's just gonna get me really sad and emotional. 20, a casting for the movie that you initially didn't like or were hesitant about but loved after watching the movies. And this one is Jennifer Lawrence as Katniss. When I first saw a picture of Jennifer Lawrence, I was like in 8th grade, so I was like, oh my god, why is her hair blonde? Katniss' hair is brown. And like, I don't know why I didn't think like, oh, they're obviously gonna dye her hair. I just couldn't imagine her as Katniss, and I wanted someone else to be Katniss. And I saw like this website about like dream picks for Katniss Everdeen, and one of the actresses on that list was Kaya Scodelario. I'm not sure if that's how her last name is pronounced, but she plays Teresa in The Maze Runner, and I really wanted her as Katniss, and so I was kind of upset that she wasn't Katniss, so I just couldn't get over the Jennifer Lawrence thing. But Jennifer Lawrence was perfect as Katniss. I can't imagine anyone else as Katniss now that I've seen the movies. 21. Is there a character you like better in the movies than in the books? And this one is definitely Effie. I love that they gave Effie more screen time in the movies. And I know that in Mockingjay she was barely in the book, but she was definitely more involved in the first movie of Mockingjay. Katniss and Effie hugging at the end of Mockingjay Part 2 was just so sweet. And I was like, aww. And then Haymitch and Effie. Was not expecting that, but you know, I'm digging it. Number 22 is what are you looking forward to seeing in the last movie? I've already seen the movie, but I was definitely looking forward to seeing the real or not real and the epilogue because those are like really great scenes and I thought it was a great way to end the books and the movies. And the last question is, can you do the whistle? No. I can't even whistle. Like, I'm gonna try and show you how terrible I am, and I have no idea what I'm doing wrong. If any of you can give me whistling tips, that I would be very grateful for that. But here is my attempt at the whistle. I'm just blowing out air. There's no sound coming out but air. Yeah, I'm terrible. That is it for the Ultimate Hunger Games tag. Thank you for watching this video. Let me know some of your answers for these questions in the comments below. What were you most sad about in the movies and what were you most happy about in the movies? And I will see you guys next time. Bye!